What is up, guys? Fair and unfair here.
AKA Nick and Bobby.
But you'll never know which one's which.
It really doesn't matter at all.
As long as you know that he's fair.
Sometimes.
And I'm unfair.
Also sometimes.
Speaking of fair and unfair decks, we're playing a deck today that's kind of got a bit of a mixture of both. It's going to be Junk Rites. If any of you guys played in Standard back in RTR Innistrad Standard, there was a deck that you could play called Junk Rites, which had the core of Unburial Rites, Thragtusk, and Craterhoof Behemoth.
One key card that is missing is Angel of Serenity.
And Restoration Angel too,
Oh
right?
yeah, Restoration Angel. Lingering Souls, Grizzly Sow, it actually is missing a lot of the key components from the old days, but we're going to make it work here.
Yeah, as long as we have like the heart and soul of the deck in Unburial Rites and Thragtusk. So we're going to be playing a couple games of this deck against some guy, poor soul, and we're absolutely going to crush him. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that little bell, do the hokey pokey, and turn yourself all about.
Hold your friends at gunpoint, make them watch this video.
And if you don't, then
They're no friends of yours.
and you can't play Magic with them anymore, or dance. Well, let's go ahead and get into this deck tag.
Hell yeah!
Hey, yeah. So, as we were saying in the introduction, we're going to be playing some good old-fashioned Junk Rites.
That's right.
That's right. Or lefts. Anyways, we're going to be starting off with a Stitcher Supplier. Anytime we play a deck that we want to put creatures in our graveyard, or cards in general in our graveyard, this usually tends to be one of the first cards we can consider for inclusion. Then we're also playing Llanowar Elves, because having mana dorks to be able to power out your Thragtusks as soon as possible is the best way to play Magic. If you are playing a turn 4 Thragtusk, you're doing something right. If you're playing a turn 3 Thragtusk, all of your friends should be jealous of you.
I mean, your friends should be jealous of you anyway. You're an amazing person.
10 out of 10 would recommend.
5 out of 7.
With rice. The people from Reddit would know.
I saw a post recently that was very relevant. If I sit in rice, will it fix me?
If you... I mean... Ouch. Anyway... So we're going to be playing, Eliminate as a decent removal spell, along with Mythos of Nethroi and Maelstrom Pulse, just as our, and an Ass Blast.
Or Ass Path.
Ass Path.
Ass Path.
Ass Path.
Ass Path.
So, that's a kind of our removal suite to try to take care of problematic permanents. If you notice, the only thing that we can't deal with permanents just in general is Eliminate, so we have a lot of ways to deal with planeswalkers, artifacts, enchantments, etc.
We don't like planeswalkers in this house.
Exactly. We prefer planes runners.
I mean, like, planes cripples is cool too.
Yeah, I mean, anything, as long as you're not walking.
No walking in this household.
Indeed.
We crawl everywhere.
And then Mire Triton is just a really good pair with Stitcher Supplier, being another creature that mills cards, with a little bit of life gain suite, and then the Death Touch can let us go into later game by preventing them from attacking. Fiend Artisan just seems like a natural fit into this deck because of the fact that we're trying to get a lot of creatures into our graveyard, and it also helps us sacrifice Stitcher Supplier if we need to in order to get a second one of these guys, or grab another Stitcher Supplier just to try to ramp out as many cards as we can into our graveyard as possible. Ravenous Chupacabra is also a removable part of the deck, along with everything else, but the difference with it is the fact that it brings back, or it can be brought back with Unburial Rites, which is once again kind of the card that this whole deck is focused around. Being able to flash it back from the graveyard to return something for 4 mana is extremely nice. Being able to go mana neutral with cards that are already decent in Rankle and Ravenous Chupacabra is great.
The Chupacabra.
Also known as Daisy.
I love her!
She's beautiful. Look at that.
Hmm.
But then being able to play Thragtusk for either 4 mana from hand, from your graveyard, or for 4 from your graveyard is just really nice. So if you have a hand with a Thragtusk and an Unburial Rites, you technically have 3 Thragtusks, because of the fact that the first one is going to die. So you're going to get your 5 life, 3/3, bring it back with Unburial Rites, and just keep all that chain going. And that's kind of what this deck wants to do.
Oh my god, this deck should be called 12 Tusk.
Oh, kind of like that,
8 rack.
8 Rhino?
8 rack or 8 rhino.
Yeah.
Oops, all rhinos. Oops, all tusks.
And then Unburial Rites is also a really good pair with fatties, so we're playing good old Massacre Wurm and Craterhoof Behemoth kind of as finishers. Massacre Wurm is really good against the Goblins deck that's been running around a lot recently.
If you survive long enough to cast it.
I mean, that's what we have Daisy here for. Kill one goblin and block another goblin. Very valiant, Chupacabra.
Daisy's a good girl.
Indeed. We have a pretty basic land suite. We're playing a single Castle Locthwain, a favorite of ours at any time we're playing any type of black deck. And then a single Field of Ruin because we're trying to blow up the Field of the Deads that we see, and as well as Castle Embriths, other Castle Locthwains. It's just a good card in general to be able to have.
Show them how it feels to ruin our day.
Exactly. And then for the sideboard, we're running 3 Duresses. It's just really good for taking out things like Nissas, Karns, Ugins, any problematic cards that we don't even want to enter the battlefield in the first place. We're running Soul Guide, Lantern, Return to Nature, and Scavenging Ooze, all as ways to get it to affect the graveyard, because the graveyard is something that a lot of people have been playing with in Historic recently. Return to Nature and Night of Autumn also are cards that are able to deal with other problematic permanents. Scavenging Ooze and Night of Autumn also, because of the fact that they are fairly... They're fairly versatile. Being able to Unburial Rites either of them doesn't actually feel as bad as you would expect, even though they're 2 and 3 drops respectively. Liliana, Walker of the Dead is a card along with Rankle, which is in our main board, that lets us discard the Craterhoof or the Massacre Wurm in order to get more value out of Unburial Rites, as well as be able to grind a lot of mid-range and control decks down to halt. Speaking of grinding them down, we also have Tendershoot Dryad, which is...
tender with this one.
Okay. So now we have Tendershoot Dryad, and she is able to really take on mid-range decks.
She's spitting out them plants. She's spitting them everywhere.
Yeah, she's not very tender either, because she'll beat somebody to a pole by herself if left unchecked. Massacre Wurm, third one, because once again the Goblins deck is really popular right now, and then Carnage Tyrant, because we like to have some way to deal with decks that like to counter things.
And we like carnage.
Blah! Alright, this is a tough choice.
Do we play or do we draw?
I think we play, but I don't know for sure.
That looks like a solid hand.
Yeah, I mean, it has spells that you can cast, and it has things that you can mill. I'm
kind of amazed we never draw any of the 6 dorks in our deck.
Well, I mean, that would require being lucky.
No, well, I'm neither lucky nor good.
I'm unfair.
Oh, all right. So we're playing the worm.
Indeed.
We kill it. Wait.
Yeah, we want to kill it.
Never let the prospector live.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been nice.
I think we go ahead and play it.
Yeah.
We want to power out this worm as fast as possible. Land would be honestly a perfectly fine draw. Oh no. I think we block the chieftain now. No, we have Mythos.
Yeah, we have Mythos for
we just take the 5 here.
They do have another chieftain on top of their deck, unfortunately.
I think we play the Mire Triton, right?
Mire Triton into Fiend Artisan?
Oh, you're right. I forgot that we had Paradise Druid as well. Oh, there's a Massacre Wurm for the Unburial Rites. Let's go.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Though we do have to block one of the chieftains now. Or have to, yeah, block the chieftain with the Triton.
Yep. And we are fine with that. That makes our Fiend Artisan bigger, and it means our chieftain's going to die. If their chieftain's going to die, then their conspicuous die. Let's go. So we just play this. Oh, untapped.
Yeah,
let's go. Let's go. Life is good. Get him. And we have the second Massacre Wurm just in case.
Oh my god. Please just top deck a land. Please just top deck a land.
Land. Let's go. This is going to be the sweetest game ever. They're playing the Skirk Prospector. Let's go!
Worm! Worm! Worm!
Good game. Wow. Alright, and on to game 2. Massacre Wurm is really good.
What kind of life gain do we want to add? Do we want to add the oozes? Because they sacrifice dudes regardless. I mean, it's a mana sink, which is sort of like intensive, and I don't know how often we have mana to spare.
So honestly, if we're trying to bring in Ooze, we would want to bring out Fiend Artisan. What do you think is better out of those two cards?
I'm talking about like exiling shit from their graveyard. You're not going to have that much mana available to use both. I think like Scavenging Ooze is super good because they utilize Skirk Prospectors so much.
That's a fair point. Being able to gain the life off of it's sweet. However, like what I'm saying is, like, if we decide to bring in Scooze, the card we're gonna bring out is a Fiend Artisan, because those are gonna fit into very similar roles as mana sinks and cards that become bigger over time. So the question is, which one is going to be more important in this deck?
I think you can trim Rankle for one of them, because they're going to have too many creatures for Rankle's sack ability to matter. Their hand's not usually going to be filled up.
Okay, I can see that.
I'm okay with trimming one Artisan for one Ooze and just playing like two Oozes.
You think Ooze is better than Fiend Artisan?
In this matchup, yes.
Okay.
What is the other card we brought in?
The other card that we brought in was the third Wurm.
Okay.
And then we can just side out for the third Wurm.
I kind of forgot we had to cut another card.
Yeah, so did I, to be completely honest. We can probably side out the Mythos. One of the two Mythos.
Yeah, Pulse is too good to side out. We just have to hope they don't have a Skirk Prospector in play when we do it.
Yeah. I love the idea of casting a Pulse on a full board of Goblin tokens.
I got killed by 17 Krinko tokens last night.
Sneep.
Yeah, Sneep.
Kill spell, ramp spell, Tusk on turn 4. What else can you ask for? Other than a Llanowar Elves?
Oh my god, they mulled to 5?
And we have an extra removal spell now.
No.
Oh, wait.
Oh, it's too late.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I was thinking that we were going to play 2 shocks in a row.
Oh, that works out great.
Calculated. Yeah, we're going to eliminate that immediately.
I think we can take 4.
Yeah.
I have 2 cards in hand. Yeah, just play, like, tap land and eliminate.
We'll go ahead and do that on our turn before they can do anything bonkers with it. We go ahead and attack, too, because they don't have... If they have something that they're going to use to kill the Paradise Druid, we're fine with that. We have the mana to play the Thragtusk on curve if we need to.
Not on... Well, we could play it next turn if we don't attack, and it survives.
I mean, the only thing they can do is shock this, and if they're shocking instead of Castle Emberthing, I'm fine with that, right?
They'd be cycling Jim Home Incinerator.
Oh, that's fair. I forgot about Jump Hole. That's a good card to note. Oof. Yeah, that's pretty good. What? They whiffed! Let's go!
Tusk 'em!
Tusk 'em! Pedal to the metal! Well, we know what we're gonna kill here. Die!
Really rubbed in, yeah.
Just in case.
Oh, they have red mana. Swing them a Tusk, right? Like, we can take
Yeah,
those.
absolutely. If they want to double block, we're fine with that.
Like, worst thing they can draw, Snoop.
Yeah? Well, that finds them Snoop, I guess.
It's better than a Ringleader.
Yeah?
Ooh.
That card's pretty good.
Ooh.
Well, Ass Blast is pretty good too.
So, I guess Ass Blast ramps them to 5, and if they draw land after that, maybe like stop on their draw step. So, like, you attack with the Tusk, you play Field of Ruin, play the other Tusk, stop on their draw step, and then, like, blast the... Maybe you just wait till they play it and then blast that. I don't know. Like, they can also get a gigantic board presence from it. Actually... Oh, God, because they can still play it if they draw land.
Yeah. I think we want to Ass Blast the Skirk Prospector now. Or we want to attack with Tusk first, right?
Right.
I think we want to play Tusk, and I think the best way to do is to Tusk and then kill that on their upkeep.
Draw step.
Or yeah. I want to make sure I have that stop set first. Alright, let them draw. Now Ass Blast their Skirk Prospector.
They have a Jim Hallman's.
Wait, what? Oh, they were.
Oh, they undid it.
Yeah.
They're trying to decide if they.
Yo,
I didn't know you could do that.
Well, no, they were considering sacrificing it, but there's a little undo button on the bottom right hand corner. I think it's Z or something like that.
It is. I just didn't know you could do that with like sack mana abilities.
They didn't draw a land. Let's go.
That's still pretty good.
Massacre Wurm would be amazing here. It would literally win the game.
Massacre Wurm would.
We have 3.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, Massacre Wurm would still win the game.
Craterhoof would also win the game.
Wait.
Oh my god.
Why didn't that kill our Thragtusk?
I'm very confused.
Yeah, so am I.
Scavenging Ooze is a great draw.
Yeah, agreed. I'm going to shock this in just because
How many creatures do they have in the graveyard?
A lot.
5? Yeah, they have 5. Okay. Yeah, so swing with the tusks.
Yeah, that's definitely the first thing to do. So let's go ahead and...
So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 if we shock the Temple Garden?
Yeah. I think we do it now as well.
Yeah, just make sure to not use the last green source until they attack. If they attack.
And then pretend like Paradise Druid is...
Yeah, just play it smart.
Exactly.
Man, Ooze is great.
Whiff again. Honestly, that's not bad. Massacre Wurm. Please.
Woohoo! Honestly, they were not like threatening death really quickly either.
Yeah, that was kind of an early concession in my opinion. I think they had one more turn to possibly fight off.
Well, that's what happens when you don't play to your outs.
Yeah, so that was Junk Rites. Black-green, literally just the white for flashback from Unburial Rites. But yeah, if you're a fan of playing decks that feel more like 2015 Standard...
That was 2013, dude.
That was 2013?
That was 2013.
Oh. If you feel like playing cards from 7 years ago... Wow, we've been playing a while.
Oh my god. I got into it like 2012, 2013.
I got in during Shards of Alara, but I never really started playing like seriously until I got into it during RTR and Innistrad. That's about when I got into it like for real. Otherwise, I was just playing tabletop, not sure what's going on. My cards look cooler than yours. The game.
I mean, you did that a little bit during that Standard anyway.
I mean, that's fair. But I also figured out that red and white fencing ace dot madcap deck or madcap skills dot deck was the move.
Oh my god, that deck was really sweet. It wasn't like
it wasn't good.
It was sweet though.
It died to every removal, but it was sweet.
I remember going like back in that Standard when I was playing like mono red aggro before I could afford to like play the Jund deck because everything in it was expensive as shit because it's all like rares and mythics.
Yeah.
It was like turn 1 Rakdos Cackler to turn 2 Burning Tree Emissary into Madcap Skills, attack for 4 turn 2.
Oh,
right.
And we almost could have done that, but then they had to ban Burning Tree Emissary.
Madcap Skills isn't legal yet, at least.
They probably have something similar that we could look up. That'd be interesting. If you're interested in seeing a Fencing Ace deck, double strike.
There's the I played against the guy last night who had like 14 power on the board. Like turn 3, he was playing the 2-mana 2/2 that gets like the +2/+2 for every enchantment or equipment it has on it.
Oh yeah, the red guy, right? The red
from
one,
Dominaria.
champion of whatever or something like that.
I don't know. He has hammers.
Yeah,
That one.
that card's sweet.
Yeah, that was the game when I played Craterhoof and put my opponent down to -161.
That's a lot.
That is a lot.
I mean, that's what happens when you play Craterhoof.
Wait, there it is.
For sure. But yeah, guys, that was Junk Rights. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you can see every single Wednesday at noon whenever we put up another video.
If you see like a random guy on the street, you should show them the video. Be like, hey man, you should watch this.
Yep.
If they don't want to watch it, make them watch.
And then make sure that they come and watch our Twitch stream every Friday from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. So that way you can come hang out, as well as that guy that you threatened to watch as well.
Well, so like, make him watch the stream, but what he does before that, that's all up to him.
Exactly.
Pretty
But you have to watch the stream. Or else.
Or else.
Or else they won't get to see the greatest stream of all time.
Oh, us.
That's us!